Today we review the team game rated the highest skill in Poly Champions, the game of the season. This 3v3 pro game has so many big brain moves. Teammates coordinating city captures, manipulating peace treaties to donate kills, bridges to circumvent defenses, giant pushes into juggernaut splash, and so much more high-level Polytopia strategy. Okay, let's watch the game of the season. Hello, I'm eSpark. I'm leader of the Arctic Wolves, and with me today is Chris.
Hey everyone, I'm Chris. I am a player for Team Dragons, but a former co-leader of Kraken.
And today we're going to talk about a really exciting, complex game of the season.
Oh my goodness, yes, I'm so excited to get into this.
This is a very lopsided map to me.
Yeah, we have Wildfire as the North Imperius, the middle Elyrion, and the Yadakk. And dragons are the Oumaji, the South Imperius, and the Zebasi in the west. All 6 players are confined at the start to just 2/3 of the map. Starting off, Elyrion going to expand towards this village, almost certainly going to think that Oumaji is close by. And oh no, on turn 0, we already have problems. Oumaji is going to naturally expand right towards the center, and unbeknownst to them, has a Polytar in range, has made a 3rd unit. Oumaji can kiss their hopes of getting this village goodbye because Elyrion is a monster in the early game.
Yeah, those Polytars in the early game are really strong, especially versus a rider. Looks like a similar story between Zebasi and Elyrion.
As we know from past experience, Polytar is deadly in the early game.
Yes.
And it's going to prove problematic for Zebasi as well. Oumaji losing their 2nd city.
Yeah, this looks really bad for Oumaji. Oh dear.
It's bad for Oumaji. It's bad for Zebasi, who just got hit by this Polytar with this Yadakk warrior coming in.
What's going on with Blue Imperius on the dragon's side?
Perhaps the only saving grace for dragons in this early game is that Imperius picked up this really nice city between them and Yadakk. This could have gone to Yadakk if they had expanded differently, but because they expanded towards the west, that gave Imperius time to walk straight to this city. And as we will see going into the mid-game, this city is crucial. Zebasi getting some nice meeting stars, has some good farms and capital to start looking for a giant, but has to go riding first or else they're going to lose this village right off the rip. And we're going to see Imperius using this space wisely, expanding, getting more eco.
Oh yeah.
Kind of setting themselves up.
That Imperius in the north has the whole north quadrant to just expand leisurely, find villages. There's nobody up there to bother them.
They're also going to get this village between themselves and Zebasi. Going into turn 4, Elyrion going to get climbing, wants to meet the Imperius in the south to afford forestry. Elyrion has Polytars pushing towards Oumaji's capital.
Oh, Oumaji's in trouble.
Oumaji has 1 4 HP rider and 1 other rider to their name.
Yeah.
And seemingly no other cities.
Yeah. It looks bad. We keep saying this. It looks bad for Oumaji. What's going on with the Blue Imperius? Looks like they got an explorer. Can we look at that?
I want to express the importance now of explorers in 3v3s. As we'll see, this explorer meets Elyrion, and then it keeps pushing, and it's also going to meet Yadakk, and because this city is controlled by Zebasi, it also meets Zebasi.
Oh, right, because technically that's a Zebasi city still. Yeah.
And this is super important because look at what Imperius immediately does. Buys strategy. If they train a warrior in this center city, they might get sieged. So they train a defender instead. But then also, strategy allows them to send peace to their teammate Zebasi, who desperately needs every single star they can get their hands on. And that piece obviously gives Zebasi the meeting stars.
But they didn't do peace with their ally Zebasi now, even though they met, because they wanted to get more meeting stars. Is that because of the score? Can you show us the score?
Absolutely. So we see that Imperius here has 1,600 points right now.
Mm-hmm.
That is just 400 points away from reaching the next threshold of increased meeting stars. So Dragons did the calculations, realized that giving Zebasi 7 stars instead of 5 was important. And so they held off on sending peace one turn just to make sure that Zebasi gets a few extra meeting stars.
Got it.
But look at this siege. Look at this setup for the siege. Notice that Wildfire Yadakk plays directly before Wildfire Elyrion. So the warrior shifts up and hits the Zebasi warrior on the city. And then immediately, first move of Illyrion's turn, they're going to siege that city. So now Zebasi is losing their second city. And these two warriors from Yadakk are blocking.
That was a coordinated attack between Yadakk and Elyrion.
And so now all eyes are going to the only Dragons player who hasn't been suffering in this early game, which is Imperius, now going to send peace to both allies and begin to send those meeting stars. In addition to the Explorer meeting Zebasi and giving the meeting stars, Zebasi didn't even need to buy construction because they got it from a ruin.
What? Oh, that's so lucky. Oh, that windmill is going to be key.
Windmill comes down, and that's a turn 5 giant for Zebasi.
Uh-oh, and here comes Brown Imperius on roads to hit Zebasi.
Roads on turn 5, road west of the capital, immediately killing the Zebasi warrior that was on the ruin. And look at the threat here. If Zebasi captures this city that they're stepping on with the rider, it's going to get sieged immediately. And now we see Oumaji trying to fight back a little bit, just trying to keep these Polytars away from the city. Yadakk, going to go for riding here, really wants to apply additional pressure and make it difficult for this Zebasi to play the game. Imperius, on the other hand, is absolutely chilling, having a great time getting workshops, sending peace to their teammates.
Both of the Imperius players are going to have such a nice time. So much terrain.
Yeah. Despite the fact that they know the siege is coming, they're still going for this.
I see they placed a monument. There's a monument going down. That means they're getting ready to get a giant there.
Yeah, they are committing. They've got this beautiful level 3 windmill spot.
Yep.
And all the population they need is sitting on that fruit tile.
And I just want to note, this is version 112. This was before Burn Forest was 3 stars. So a little bit different.
Yeah, tribe balancing, obviously a little bit different. Looking at this play from Imperius, we're seeing a common tactic used to perfection by Wildfire, and that is hemming these giants in. Giants really love to get roaded up next to cities, and Wildfire, recognizing this, using their units to completely zone of control the giant.
That Brown Imperius rider was basically just delaying the giant being able to walk up to the city's doorstep. Yeah.
Exactly. And on Oumaji's side, what we're seeing is a somewhat desperate but absolutely necessary hasty expansion into the east. The common tactic with Oumaji is the slingshot.
Yes, I like the slingshot, clearing out the fog with one and then moving further with the other. Nice.
Dragons make perhaps a mistake here. This Oumaji rider innocuously moves onto this field tile, and unbeknownst to them has moved into Yadakk's vision. And so Yadakk uses these meeting stars and says, I'm getting defenders.
Oh.
And now look at this attack. This attack coming in from Imperius is all of a sudden stifled. Additionally, Yadakk is advancing towards this little island city, which, look at this generation. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Imperius is going to continue playing economy simulator in the corner. And with just enough stars, Zebasi is able to push this warrior out and secure themselves some space. But notice they walk back onto the city. And they had to do this because if Yadakk had units in range, it could spell doom for Zebasi.
That's really rough when you have to send your giant back.
On Oumaji's side, we see some really aggressive expansion using roads. Look at this elegant road play. Getting riders onto these far villages. Yadakk going to send some peace treaties out to their allies. And now we see nice bridge play from dragons.
Look at that bridge. Ooh, that kind of circumvents the water, doesn't it? I love that.
Absolutely. It was the only move, and they found it, being able to get Yadakk off of that village.
Those Zebasi giants are in a tough spot. They can't move out or they'll get sieged. What are they going to do? Oh, they go for organization and defenders. They put defenders in their cities. Oh, wow.
So they want to train something. And they train the only thing that is not going to get sieged.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make a push here towards the center of the map. Imperius going to get forestry. This is the precursor to mathematics and eventually markets.
I like how the brown Imperius positioned those units. It forces the giant to kill instead of move forward to try to take the city, right?
If it spends a turn killing one of the riders, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It won't get to that city if it has to kill one of the riders. But if he doesn't kill the riders, then the city's going to get sieged.
And now Oumaji, trying to get those road connections established, going to start ecoing up here. So maybe not as bad for Oumaji now as it was.
Okay. I don't understand this, Chris. What's going on with Yadakk and Imperius sending and then breaking the peace?
So this is a tactic I actually just learned about. By breaking peace every turn and then resending it, you give your ally the opportunity to choose. Do I want to be able to hit my allies' units, or do I not want to be able to hit my allies' units? But in the meantime, Elyrion is going to do what Elyrion does best, and that is bully some giants with archers and polytars. But that is a star ruin for Imperius.
Nice.
And look at this, hunting, forestry, mathematics, all in one turn.
Some giants are going to come from that.
And they're going to set up those crucial late game market spots. So Imperius is starting to look like a real problem in the corner here, kind of untouched. Now we see a push out from Zebasi. And look at this. Imperius rejects the peace treaty. They don't want peace. They want war. And they want it with their own ally.
Right.
Because they're going to be taking some kills.
They're saying, here, kill my warrior. Get your monument sooner, right? Brown Imperius in the north is looking so strong.
They're going to get the giant, and then boom, double monument in that city, looking for a second giant. Zebasi, you thought you were cool with 2 giants. Well, now I've got 2 of my own, and I've got roads, and I've got more units. And you're having trouble training anything except defenders. We're going to see a fishing ruin for Oumaji, and now they're going to be able to start connecting together their cities.
Chris, I have a question. I don't understand. Why did Oumaji put a port there instead of connecting with a road?
This city here starts with no population. If they connected it with roads, then it would still be unable to get a workshop. So they're putting the port here because it simultaneously gets the workshop and connects the city to the capital. And as we'll see,
that was the only way to get a workshop, from the population and the road connection. Okay.
Exactly. Yadakk says, thank you very much, ally Imperius. I'll take that kill. And here we go.
Yadakk picks up fishing to get that wall, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They've been scraping together their hard-earned savings in their little penny jar, and they finally have enough stars to get the wall.
Yeah, they've given up on going for that peninsula city. They're just going to do it with fish. Got it.
So what are they doing next? Well, Ellyrion's bringing in the archers, and now getting into the water. And then this is going to be where we see Imperius
There's a
transitioning
giant
into
with lumber
the late
huts
game.
and roads. Nice.
Yeah. So they have their first giant up, and more importantly, they have it with mathematics. So they're already setting up the market spots. And then, okay, how do we break this wall?
Yeah.
Catapult.
Oh, I see that catapult. It's in range at a walled city. Looks like Zebasi's just stalling for time with defenders.
Yeah, they're spamming defenders and hoping that it's enough. And this giant here is 20 HP. It's going to get picked off on the next turn, most likely. So really, Zebasi is just on a clock that is ticking down.
Yeah.
Imperius, mostly uneventful turn. Can't say the same for Oumaji, though. That is a farming ruin, Eastpark. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh, that's going to give them a huge economic boost.
Yeah, they needed those level ups.
And Oumaji's going to pick up a village in the northeast. That's going to be a surprise for Imperius.
Oumaji, in one turn, is going to steal this crucial city away from Imperius. And on the same turn, look at these riders. If you remember,
that's the trick to give Zebasi vision, right?
Let's take a look here. Zebasi now sees this Oumaji rider.
Yeah.
So all because of these calculated rider bounces using allied roads in Imperius terrain to get this rider into position to meet Zebasi, or to get the meeting stars from Zebasi, it is starting to look absolutely dire.
Yeah, it looks really messy. There's just like borders. Why did they get a border expansion?
I think what they wanted to do was steal this bridge spot and then also get this super nice sawmill spot in the same city.
That is a nice sawmill spot.
And so now that level 4 sawmill is going to come down for Imperius, and they can giant on the same turn.
And they can put a market between the two sawmills. That'll be lovely.
Right here. And that is going to be a nice level 8 market. But here we see the meeting stars coming in.
Yeah, that's from that sneaky piece, right? That's how they got it. I love it.
Let's take a look at this sequence from Oumaji. Using allied Imperius vision to plan out a way to meet Yadakk. They meet Zebasi from the peace treaty, and then they also meet Imperius on the same turn. 9 stars from Zebasi. They receive 7 stars from Yadakk, and 11 stars from Imperius.
That's a huge infusion of cash for Oumaji from meeting stars. Nice.
Yeah, 27 meeting stars in the same turn. And so you're thinking, okay, what are they doing with all these stars? Well, they're getting forestry. And ladies and gentlemen, you're never going to see another Oumaji forestry game in your life.
Yeah, Oumaji going forestry is really unusual.
Gonna get a port here. See how this port comes back to be crucial. It saves Oumaji building some unnecessary roads. But now Oumaji on turn 11 can get their forestry giant. I never thought I'd be saying these words. I have no words for the forestry Oumaji giant, honestly.
Yeah, that's very unlikely.
But it still really looks bad for dragons as a whole. The bridge finally comes down from Yadakk.
Is that to circumvent the giant zone of control?
Yeah, it's to get around the giant, and they also want to land this hit. So they're hitting this Zebasi warrior because every unit they kill from Zebasi is one that Zebasi can't replace. And as we'll see here from Elyrion, look at this absolutely devastating plan. Killing that warrior from Zebasi and then also sieging the capital with a warrior. Completely ignoring this giant. They say, we don't care.
I don't see a way for Zebasi to unsiege.
Yeah, comment down below if you think you know how they're going to unsiege, or if they're going to unsiege at all. I will hint that they placed the roads for a reason. They would not have done that if they weren't looking for it. But now all dragon eyes are trained on their hope And that is their Imperius. Imperius is their last
Oh,
hope.
look at that. Look at that glorious market. Oh my gosh.
And this is why the level 8 market coming down, going to be a huge problem for Wildfire. And look at this,
Okay.
Hunting, get the animal under the defender first. And then with the 11 stars remaining, 5 to burn that forest, 5 more to make a farm, and with 1 star remaining, Zebasi is going to... And there's one more really cool thing which you might have missed. Hitting with this warrior first, that changes the heading on Ellyrion's warrior, so that after the warrior gets pushed out of the city, Zebasi's warrior can come say hello and kill it. And that's one more kill.
That's cool.
Towards Killer Monument.
That's really cool. Yeah, because when a unit is attacked, it changes its push order. Cool.
And now Imperius is finally going to lay down a siege on the east side, and at the same time, oh my goodness, guys, veteran warrior siege coming in from Imperius.
Oh no. They're going to get another giant? How are they going to unsiege that? That's a veteran. That's hard.
You're looking at this and you're saying, well, can't the giant just kill? Well, now it can't. Catapult hit. And this giant, we can use the damage calculator in the replay. We can see it only does 13 damage.
That one giant is not enough to unsiege. Are they going to get another? I think they burn farms. They have that giant on a forest, so maybe they can pull another rabbit out of their hat, another giant out of their on fire city.
We will see if any magic tricks are possible for Zebasi. And now Imperius thinks they have the super secure siege in the east, but Oumaji says, no, sir.
Yep. They got enough riders on roads out there to unsiege. Very nice.
Exactly. Going to hold that city in the east. But now we see the critical move from Elyrion. They had so many targets with these archers, but they're choosing to kill this warrior because that warrior is the only thing that would allow Zebasi to actually unsiege their city.
Oh, how?
If Zebasi could walk that warrior up to hit the veteran.
Oh, that would be enough for the giant to move in and kill. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It would have saved that city for one more turn. And now we see Elyrion going to be able to pick up navigation, 2 starfish, also stepping on the ruin. So Elyrion is looking at, dare I say, bombers in a 3v3.
Yeah, because they got navigation and a bunch of stars. They have nice income. Looks like Ellyrion's going to be controlling the water in that little lake. Yeah.
That seems to be what they're trying to do. And Imperius could have hit the wall defender with a catapult, says, no, I'm actually going to road this catapult. Looking at all of these tiles behind the Yadakk city and saying, my catapult is going to lock down your entire area. You're not going to be able to keep units anywhere. And then there's some eventual ideas to keep bringing that catapult farther.
Yeah, and that catapult has a nice little buddy in front, right? That warrior is like a shield that prevents the riders from coming in and knocking it. Yeah.
He's his personal bodyguard.
Yeah.
He's going to try to escort him all the way to Yadakk's other city.
Right. Well, and Imperius has so much income with those 2 lovely markets. Like, they just... Yeah. They can afford all of that.
And now they are finally putting a giant...
Ooh, that little peninsula village. Is someone finally going to claim it?
Turn 13. Imperius says, I'm staking my claim. This giant is going to take this city. And a nice veteran rider as well.
Oh, but look at that. Imperius has a giant next to the walled defender and 2 catapults in position.
Yep. It does not look like that walled city is going to hold for much longer.
Oh, poor Zebasi. Zebasi has done a valiant effort in surviving this long. Are they going to be able to survive a little longer?
Well, they lose this city.
Yeah.
They don't unsiege. They chop the forest away with forestry.
But they moved their giant next to the city with the catapult. They're threatening a siege there.
Yeah, they're at least going to try to create some problems for Imperius before they go down. But Imperius says, I don't care. I'm pushing in with both of my giants.
Oh.
Boom, both giants now next to this city. The attack is in full swing, sacrifices another rider into Elyrion. Let's take a minute here to appreciate Elyrion is on 9 out of 10 kills. So Imperius feeding the necessary kills to Elyrion to help them get their gate of power. Now we see
Oumaji's on the water.
They're on the water and they have a giant. Using forestry to get a second giant.
A second Oumaji forestry giant. What the heck?
Yeah. You thought one was crazy. No, we're getting 2.
What kind of topsy-turvy world is this?
I have no idea, Eastpark. I have no idea. But they're making it work, and it is a beautiful thing because now look at this giant. Giant can be walking into the Elyrion position very soon. They're also getting on the water.
That poor little peninsula city. It has a lovely bridge view, but it doesn't have much territory, does it? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Elyrion's getting not 1, but 2 border growths.
Oh my gosh.
And now this city has a farm to its name. And that is it.
That is it.
That's it. Nothing else. So Imperius was hoping for some fish. They were hoping for some resources.
Yeah.
And Elyrion
I mean, the city's pretty useless, but it's still, you don't want to give it to the other people, so they're going to try to get it.
But Imperius says, you know what? I don't even care.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my 2 level 6 markets up. I've got catapults for days.
Yeah.
I'm killing all of your units with these nice bridge plays.
Yeah.
Sieging with this warrior, killing the last rider. And Yadakk can't unsiege. They didn't even need a siege with the giant. The warrior's coming in instead. And now they've got blocks down as well.
And Zebasi goes for a knight? What are they going to do with the knight?
Well, let's remember in version 112, destroy building is in chivalry.
Oh.
And look at that.
Oh, they're sabotaging. Oh, they're doing scorched earth. Oh.
Zebasi's last, feeble attempt at survival. Going to siege Imperius's city. Going to hit an archer.
This is Zebasi's swan song. They're like, well, if I can't have the city, no one can, right? That kind
Exactly.
This is looking more and more like a 2v2.
Well, they're there in spirit, Eastpark. They're
At this point, I see a 2v2 happening. It's the Imperius players, and then you got Oumaji and Elyrion. But Yadakk and Zebasi are very much on fire.
Yeah. And so Wildfire are going to have to reckon with
another wall. Like you said, Yadakk gets a wall.
Exactly. And so now...
But it's not going to help. It's not going to work. The wall can't stop the catapults and the giants. It's going to delay the inevitable, but it's coming.
At this point, it's a stall
Ooh, I saw that. Blue Imperius got diplomacy. They're going to get some cloaks?
Little diplomacy pop-up. Yes, they are pushing out this cloak. So now the cloak can reach Elyrion City in not 3 turns, but just 2. So the push there helping the cloak.
Oh, and we should mention just the rule of our league is for these 3v3 games, embassies are not allowed between teammates.
Yeah, not allowed. Would be way too broken. But now we see beautiful, beautiful push.
Oh, let's see that again. I saw that giant push the catapult. Let's see that.
Normally the catapult would get pushed towards the northeast. But because
it's blocked.
Yeah, because of the rider placement, the catapult gets pushed west instead.
Very nice.
And now it can go safely towards Yadakk City. And look at this giant 2 catapults, 1 million riders.
Yeah.
Everything is ganging up on this last
Yadakk City. That wall is not going to help. Not with all that firepower nearby.
Nope. look at those 2 level 4 markets.
Finally, the other brown Imperius gets some markets, but that's a lot later than the blue Imperius. They're playing catch up with their economy.
They are playing catch up. And that time in which they're playing catch up is going to be super beneficial for Oumaji, who's now getting to bully the Elyrion player a little bit.
Oumaji's on the water. I see a juggernaut. They got their own navy.
And Elyrion has these bombers, but Elyrion doesn't have great water access.
Yadakk has 1 city left, a defender in a walled city. They get Free Spirit to disband? What? Tell me, why are we getting Free Spirit?
They disbanded the defender in the city. And you may be wondering, why on earth would you do that? Well, what they want to do is they want to bait Imperius into making a mistake. They don't want Imperius to attack that defender directly. They'd rather not have anything in the city and invite Imperius to start sacrificing units into the other Imperius's giant. And so they disband the defender in an attempt to make this play happen. But as we see, it might end up backfiring, as that city being open allows blue Imperius to throw some riders into brown Imperius's giant, and that ends up mattering a lot. And this giant just gets absolutely obliterated, down to 14 HP. And as we see...
And they blocked with that 1 hit point rider. So now blue is going to be able to take the last of Yadakk's cities.
And this is actually a huge problem.
Oh, I see a couple cloaks coming out.
Yep.
No, 3. 3 cloaks.
Look at this beautiful play. I just want to highlight this. This cloak has a couple of tiles that it could possibly move to. But notice it moves into the city.
Huh.
This is actually the safest tile for the cloak, because not only can Elyrion not see that the cloak is in the city,
it can hit the city if it moves onto the mountain, right?
Exactly, and there's no way for Elyrion to reveal this cloak in the city.
Because the defenders in north of it.
And Elyrion has no riders. Finally, Elyrion and Brown Imperius are accepting peace. And Brown Imperius backs off. Now we see Elyrion trying to fight both in the water and on land. But the cloak is coming in.
Okay,
I want to see. This is the first of many.
There it is.
And now this city is going to go to Dragon's Imperius and Eastbark. I think that for the first time this game, Dragons are going to secure a definite city advantage. They're going to be up 1 city. We're going to see another cloak coming out of the capital. And look at this. Imperius sets up a siege of this city for their ally Oumaji, who wants to come in with either the giant or maybe some riders. And now it's all on Wildfire Brown Imperius, the only player as of this point who has not been under pressure this game.
Yeah, Brown is finally feeling the pressure. They got to have a nice little vacation up in the north, but now Oumaji's really pushing in on them.
Yep. Border growth, and look at this. This is gorgeous. Watch. This giant moves into the city, and then they use the giant moving into the city to push it into the port. Juggernaut Splash destroys some of Oumaji's boats.
Ooh. Ramming from Oumaji.
Watch as they clear out the blockers around the city, kill the unit on the city, and now the Juggernaut.
Siege with the Juggernaut. Nice!
Look at that.
They cleared out a path so the Juggernaut could land and then also do splash, because Juggernauts do splash damage when the giant disembarks. Cool!
And Elyrion has no way to do anything about that. Like, there's no resources there for them to giant. Look at these free hits on this Juggernaut too. Cherry on top of a beautiful turn. Elyrion going to get another bomber. But at this point, it might be too little too late. They can't unsiege that city. The dragon's down to 6 HP.
This is such a change of fortune for Elyrion, who started out really strong in the early game, pressuring the neighbors, and now The neighbors are all converging back on Elyrion. Ilyrion's in trouble.
They are in trouble because look at this. Boom! Another cloak coming in. And now the catapult's getting killed too. And with all those stars, you know what time it is. Spamming some more cloaks. Ton of stars left over. Espark, if you were Imperius in this position, what would your next tech be? What would you be going for?
I'd go for knights.
Yep, that's right. Imperius has just one thing left to do in this game, and that is get their knights going.
Now the combination of blue Imperius and Oumaji, they have the advantage. Elyrion is in trouble, and brown Imperius, I don't think they have the territory and the income to fight back because they were late getting their markets. Blue Imperius got the markets so much earlier.
Yeah, and although brown Imperius is catching up in terms of income, they have to fight 2 battles. They've got to defend their ally. And although they have this super nice juggernaut splash into siege, 2 juggernauts in the water and another catapult, it doesn't even matter because look, there are 1, 2, 3, all of Elyrion cities are on fire this turn. And as if that was bad enough, now we have Oumaji coming in and killing one of the bombers, picking that bomber off. That's 1 less powerful unit. Also going to be able to tap this juggernaut over here. And as if to hearken the beginning of the end, we're seeing Elyrion kind of putting up their hands. They retreat. You
got to keep that baby dragon alive, right? They're not much use if they die before they reach full maturity.
And there we go. Imperius getting chivalry.
And placing a road. Cool.
Yep.
Oh, Elyrion places a wall. That's their last ditch effort, but against daggers, walls aren't as useful.
Yeah, and now the cloak on the west side is also coming in. The siege of Zebasi city, although it can be unsieged, notice that there's a knight down here. So
I see that knight.
So they space out a little bit, try to defend the catapults on the west side and hold down the position a little bit longer. Going to be able to put down another siege, a 40 HP giant trying to take Oumaji city, but they just stole from Elyrion. That's a serious threat. And now, boom,
brown Imperius
giant.
Also gets knights. They
do, and another siege. 2 full HP giant sieges, plus knights.
Can Oumaji unsiege? Can Oumaji get those cities back? Let's see.
And now we see one of the more beautiful ending sequences of the game. I'm going to keep fog on for this. Just watch as Imperius unleashes devastation on all sides of the map, getting vision, getting this 4-unit chain into a veteran, at the same time unsieging for their ally. That's 1. That's going to be 2. And the defender is going to make it 3. That knight is also a veteran, and that allows the cloak to come in.
Oh my gosh.
And if you thought that was enough, well, here's also another siege on Elyrion. So, 2 40 HP giants repelled, 2 beautiful knight chains, 4 dragons Imperius, and I'm going to turn the fog off because it was on turn 20 that Wildfire resigned the game after playing out a few more moves.
Blue really just charged in there. Wow. With the knights and the cloaks and the juggernauts. Very impressive. Yeah, so congratulations to Dragons for game of the season win. Very nice.
Honestly, beautifully played from both sides. Just wonderful stuff.
Yeah, really great game. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It helps us a lot. To support Poly Champions directly, plus get channel perks, click the join button below. For more Polytopia games with expert commentary, check out the links in the description. Join our Discord server. Get on a team. The link to the Discord is also in the description. Take care. See you on the next one.